Welcome back to another walk in Norwich. Today I'm going to be looking at Tombland, and Tombland in Norwich is just off from the cathedral. So here we have cathedral in all its glory on a December's day, and Tombland does not actually mean burial ground. It's made up of two Old English words which means open space, and there's quite a lot to see here. And Tombland was, in fact, before the Normans came in 1066, the heart and soul of the city, with lots of fairs and, in fact, the marketplace. Anyway, so let's go and have a look at it, and I'll tell you a little bit more all about Tombland. It's fascinating. This is Erpingham Gate. Right, we start with the Maid's Head Hotel, the oldest hotel in the UK, and it was built here for dignitaries that would come and visit the cathedral. And the people that have stayed here has been Elizabeth I, the Black Prince, and the Catherine of Aragon. They've all stayed here. So over 8 centuries the Maid's Head's been here. The Samson and Hercules has been used for many things in the past and has passed through many different hands. Offices, residence, surgeons' practice, wool combing business, and in the 1920s it actually became a YMCA, ballroom and a dance hall. How about that? So the actual statues are made of wood and they're covered in paint and enamel. Right, on this cold day in December, this is Edith Cavell, nurse, patriot and martyr, as you can see here. And there she is in all her glory. So what was she all about? Edith Cavell was a nurse in the First World War, and she helped the Allied soldiers in Belgium escape, and she looked after them basically, which wasn't seen to be a particularly good thing to do, helping the Allied soldiers. So she was actually captured and she was shot. Her body was brought back here. She wasn't actually born in Norwich, but just outside of Norwich. So she did a good thing for people, but it wasn't seen to be a good thing at the time. And if you want to read more about it, there you go. Born 4th of December 1865, and she was executed 12th of October 1915. So, moving back to this wonderful wonky building. Now, this fabulously wonky building is Augustine's Stewart house. Isn't that wonderful? It's now an escape room. So built in 1549, it was used as the headquarters of the 2 royal armies sent to quell the Ket's rebellion, which took place in that year. And we will be talking on one of my videos about the Ket's rebellion. This is the building. Isn't that lovely? Really special. Look at this door. It's a really nice courtyard. Flint walls, obviously very Norfolk. The church. Really nice little courtyard this. You can see the cathedral in the background. I don't know how old that tree is, but that's pretty old, isn't it? Right, we're going to have a look at the church. And this church, when the violence flared up in Tombland and the townsfolk people were fighting because of feeling that the monks had killed one of their townsfolk, they came to this church, which is St George of Tombland, and they fired their arrows from here over to the walls of the cathedral close over there onto the cathedral. The cathedral bell tower was actually burnt down, and some of the priory buildings as well. So they made quite an impression. But in the end, Edward III sent reinforcements because of this riots. The riots were actually going on quite some time, and reinforcements were actually brought in by like mercenaries from the east coast to fight the townsfolk people. And in the end, 30 townsfolk people were executed because King Edward III, he sided with the monks on this particular case, and the townsfolk people didn't get what they wanted, and they didn't get satisfaction basically. And here we are in this lovely little street, which is Princess Street, and here is the church where they fired their lit arrows. Can you imagine? And they fired it over to Tombland. Following the violence in Tombland, King Edward III actually made Norwich build another gateway, and here it is. So this is the first gateway. He said you must build this, and because the church was actually destroyed, there's a small chapel there. A second gate to the cathedral from Tombland was erected in 1420 by Sir Thomas Erpingham, and there he is at the top there, you can see. Around Tombland it's offices, there's cocktail bars, restaurants, and the bookshop there. Thank you, boss. Tombland bookshop, been there a long time. So in the summertime, certainly when it's a lot warmer, you can sit outside with ZZ's, the Thai restaurant which we're just coming up to, which is the Giggling Squid, and you can sit outside and enjoy this space. Language school across the road and a Japanese restaurant too. So yeah, it's a very pleasant area, and certainly a lot better than it used to be. Another good reason to come to Norwich basically. Tombland has always been in the heart of Norwich. Here they had the marketplace, and when the Normans came in 1066, the marketplace was moved to where it is now, because the Normans came and built the castle, and in fact pulled down a church and built the cathedral. So this was became an area for the fairs and, you know, horse trading. There was an annual horse trading event once a year, and this is where the riots kicked off. One interesting fact was that in 1611 there was a celebration for the mayor's inauguration basically, and it was going to have fireworks, so as usual, but the fireworks all exploded within the people who were gathering with the celebration, and panic ensued, and 30 people died sadly. So they then decreed that there will be no more celebrations with fireworks, and yeah, it backfired slightly. Anyway, this is Tombland as it is today. It's been regenerated yet again. Where you're looking right now, that was an old toilet block that's been taken down and pedestrianised and smartened up considerably. So this is still a very important place for Norwich people, and so close to the cathedral, and the cathedral close. Well worth come and have a look and spend some time if you want, but there's some great history here. And just off of Tombland, just behind me, is Elm Hill, and we will have a look at the Elm Hill, which has been used for films and saved from demolition a long time ago. It's a beautiful street that hasn't changed in centuries. So we'll be looking at on another video. If you like what I'm doing, please subscribe and tick that little bell so you get notified as when I'm doing the next one, which will be pretty soon. and I hope any comments that you want to make, please do. And thanks for joining me. See you again soon.